10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle. "30 seconds to battle." The battle begins.
Large money.
My house.
Usual, because that gives you up no resistance in the lane. But level 1 Mana Break allows you to harass the Abaddon because you know you have a pretty confident lane. Meanwhile, the off lane, it's a Clockwork versus Luna. Not particularly the best lane, honestly, for the Clockwork. In fact, I think this aggressive tri lane was the point for Silence the whole time. To try to kill either Anti-Mage or Clockwork, doesn't matter. Both of them are quite weak. But Clockwork against an Earthshaker is going to have much more trouble because of the Fissure being much more effective against a Clockwork who can't really blink anywhere. And the Witch Hunter can come in anytime and just get a kill on it. If you feel so inclined to. For now, the Luna farms pretty well with the off lane. Doing that. Or she is good in the aggressive tri lane. And so that way you can just bully the Clockwork out of lane and not really get too into the whole killing thing. She's not like a Juggernaut who needs kills to really make the aggressive tri lane work. A Luna, usually with the range and obviously her superior attack damage from the Lunar Blessing, is able to win this lane and just get more assets than the enemy carry, especially when the enemy carry is being harassed by the Witch Doctor annoyingly. Because the Witch Doctor has a high base attack damage, one of the highest in the game, only beaten here by Shadow Shaman because of supporting and also that Twin Protector. Oh, Jaeger, careful, Maledictus is on him, but he's not going to receive enough damage. Now they go on to the Anti-Mage trying to hurt him as well. Like I said, Witch Doctor, before they start buffing, the Shadow Shaman used to be the second support with the highest base attack damage. If you don't consider heroes like Clockwork or Beastmaster supports, granted, right? And no, be careful. Ooh, in the mid lane, they actually just mana burned him. Interesting. That's all Onyx Assassin was doing, harassing him in lane, and then he forced out with heat-seeking missiles and laser, killed off because he lacked the charges or refraction, because of course he had no mana to use it. Right. Like I said, the support with one of the highest base attack damages is the Witch Doctor, sorry, and he has a higher range than Shadow Shaman, so he's better at harassing out the Anti-Mage. However, this mid lane is being quite in favor of Xiaodian, mainly because of the help with the Nyx Assassin. The Tinker with 15 lasses, the TA with only 13, and obviously without death, that benefits the Tinker considerably. So, Tihi not too happy with how this lane went, but it was they sacrificed a lot of support rotations as a result, and sacrificed a lot of farm on the anti-mage as a result. He only has 9 lasses right now, and is also really low on health. So, I think it's definitely worth it for the guys at Geek. Getting more farm into their cores, mainly Velo, who's going to go for the Midas as well, and Psionics, of course, as he is playing the Luna. But Luna's farm has started to go down. They need some help from the supports. Raji decided to rotate mid lane. That's not a good idea, because Luna is alone against a Clockwork, who's now beating her in terms of farm. If only she was at least... I mean, she's luckily above the anti-mage. Well, not anymore. Anti-mage is beating her in terms of farm as well. Yeah, this lane is not 2-1 by the Luna right now. Not going too well. Kind of harassment that looks out, and that's alright. Because you have the Lucid Beam and also the Aura, that's okay, but oh no, top lane. Actually, exchange kills, support for support. Velo benefits a bit more from this than the Blink from the anti-mage is available. Velo has no mana, so he doesn't really care. He keeps attacking it. The Blink is going to be used the last second, and Speed Draw will be able to just survive here. No salve for him though, so he's going to be forced to either Shrine. Oh wait, Shrine's not available for 50 more seconds. So Velo has a free lane for 50 seconds, forced the anti-mage out of lane, and can now finally equal the score between him and the Luna. That's a pretty good job by Velo, just making sure the Psionics can farm more than the anti-mage can it? And the issue here is the Xiaodian played this mid lane really well. They were expecting an easy matchup for the TA, because even though she doesn't win against Tinker too much, she should be able to beat him most of the time, especially with Tihi's skill. However, the issue here was that, well, the Nyx Assassin was really annoying the TA, especially with his mana burn, his long-range mana burning spell, that's what we would have said. And the Earthshaker is forced to come to the mid lane, thus not able to help the bottom lane, thus not able to get close to the clock, thus taking away some of the farm on the Luna. However, the Abaddon is doing so well, this is all okay. And this is the SCA style. I can't win my lane, it's fine, I'll win yours instead. And that's the idea. If the off lane is played much more aggressively in this region, they love dual off lanes especially. They try to take a lot of farm for the carry. The whole point is being above the enemy team, not necessarily being farmed. It's all about being above the enemy team, and with this, they might be able to be even more above. And there's the fissure. They want to block Gentleman, so it's hard blocking. First the stun from the Paralyzing Cast, now the fissure, the Maledict as well, coming out onto him. He has laser, but he's still receiving damage to the Maledict, so Raj's just going to finish him off. Maledict should kill him anyway. Salve will not heal him up enough to save his life. However, Raji sacrifices himself for the skill, gives a bit more gold and experience to the Tinker. It's not too beneficial, but this slight kill onto the Tinker has finally equaled out the later. But the Maledict he would have done anyway, honestly, even if he was sad, so that was okay to do. Raji, though, sacrificing himself for the kill, yeah, it's worth it in the early game, especially when you're playing the Earthshaker. I mean, you really don't have that much of a ganking potential. Let's not forget, by the way, that Luna's Lucid Beam got buffed recently with a 0.5 cast points.
And it's off.
That's a big deal, because the 0.5 allows you to actually chase enemies much easier, and it's much more effective against yours like anti-mage. Ooh, you are really playing with fire here. But the lack of mana, that anti-mage realized last second. The lack of mana means that your DPS goes down considerably. He would have won that team fight with the Aphotic Shield. Now the anti-mage salves, and Velo at best has a nope, no Shrine, and also no burrow time available. He could have. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, just making sure the package is to the destination. Earthshaker, got hit with a fissure. That Earthshaker fissure causes the Clockwork right in time. In fact, the fissure would have been a second sooner, and just used against that, that would have been good enough. Honestly, and the Eclipse, they also have the Lucid Beam. The Clockwork doesn't have Blade Mail. Anyway, Velo in the top lane is now being threatened by Jaeger. They want to create some more space for speed draw. In fact, this is a good idea because they have the shackles. If Velo doesn't use a Aphotic Shield in time, he can't just survive the shackles unless it's borrow time. In which case, actually, yeah, he's fine. He's level 6. He's keeping that point for borrow time. Pretty smart. It's what Abaddons usually do, so they don't get triggered so early in lane. We should take a note from that book. That's actually a really good way to play an Abaddon.
Combat to my house. Haste.
And anyway, Geek Fam.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll keep pushing up the tower down, followed by Love as well. Sorry, Love comes in just to help out, but of course Silence doesn't really care. The whole point here right now is that Geek Fam is trying to get those lanes in their favor, getting the farm on the Abaddon above the farm of the Clocker, getting a Midas early on, maybe a solo crest as well, just to be a bit more aggressively, play a bit more aggressively, sorry, and then utilize the TA to get killed once she has her Desolator probably, to get stacks, and then build up her Blink Dagger. There haven't been many stacks yet for the TA. Well, actually we're seeing her taken now. Okay, that's why her farm is increasing by so much. Okay, this is just one of the stacks that she has. Not many to put forth for her. Love it, actually, was being brought down here in the bottom lane. And the top lane as well, going out to Velo. He has bar time. Velo just activated. Oh, god damn, that was late. They had the Mana Void available, so they knew they could burst him down, and the Shackles also deals considerable.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So that worked out well for the guys at Geek Camp, as they were, well, I mean, they kill the Clockers at bottom. They do lose the Abaddon at the top lane, so it's an even kill. However, Xiaodian really taking advantage of the lack of burrow time there, knowing that Abaddon had not skilled it, and decided to just going on him. Because they knew he hadn't skilled it, or he had the point in safe, but of course, if you burst him down fast enough, it's just not going to work. And notice how Velo decided to go for a different build. It's either the 4F build that we've seen with Abaddon, with the Euphonic Shield plus Mist Coil later on, so you can pop the Euphonic Shield level 2 with just a level 2 with Mist Coil. It's really powerful, actually. Oh no, Shackle's gonna grab him. Good. Smart choice to use for coming time. Is the build for 2 levels of the Euphonic Shield, mainly because of the fact that you know that the enemy team has a lot of ways to take away your mana. The Shackles, there's the mana taking away. He still has a Mango to use one more Euphonic Shield, but oh, in comes Raj. He says, in comes Raji and says, I've never put Throatbreaker or Earthshaker in my life. Jesus Christ, how many fissures have you missed already? Hey, they've changed it or something, because it's weird that he's missed so many fissures. A Lucent Beam stopped the clock in his tracks, now a bit of slowing. They need the Lucent Beam, the Maledict's already up on him anyway, they want to destroy the cogs. Love it, it's taking a ridiculous amount of damage to the Maledict. They see him too. There's no TPs. Well, not. He knows he's dead. He has to hookshadow himself away, and we'll try, and I think he might even accomplish it. Psionics is a Lucent Beam though, and it's a pretty long range Lucent Beam. There it is. Paladin cast as well. One hit from Psionics, and Clockwork will die. Good job there by Clockwork, great hook shot, but of course he just dies eventually because the range is too large by the enemy team. And of course
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He and Psionics will be taking this tower down in the bottom lane. Easy tower. Refraction plus, of course, the damage from Psionics is a little blessing. And now the new upgraded Siege Creep. 10 minutes is the prime time to take a tier 2, because the Siege Creep actually deals a lot of damage. And he gets the extra armor from the Ring of Aquila, of course, and the extra HP that he got from the new update. So right now, it seems like the guys on Geek Fam are just trying to take these towers slowly, start getting the domination piled up. The Eclipse is available, DN just be slow, paralyzing cast, stuns Witch Hunter himself, but they don't want to get that kill in DN. Want to keep on farming. Of course, Tiki is a bit wary about going for kills, I can only imagine, until he gets the Desolator up. Oh, Velo in the top lane also trying to recover some farm. Pretty good idea here. He has the Product Shield though. He does not have Product Shield. Yep, there's a dead. Poor guy. However, they might be able to kill Jaeger. Nope, he actually just TP'd here alone. And so there's your mana leaving. Gentleman wants to join in. He has the, of course, heat seeking missiles with laser damage. He will survive by a miracle thanks to refraction already activated. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Lava goes in and catches a poor Raji, but is destroyed by the Eclipse as a result. And the top lane decides to advance a bit further, realizes there's a Tinker in there, and then just leave. Tower from Psionics and Velo. We'll just be taking them now quickly. Because again, the help they fought his shield, the Lunar Blessing, and of course the amount of damage. Velo It lost the Phonic Shield, still has borrowed time. Doesn't want to continue pushing because the Martial Machine spam is coming in. That's the goal of Xiaodian, by the way. They have a bigger net worth advantage right now. They haven't been able to take many towers, but the whole point is to just get us to the late game with an anti-mage that has a Battle Fury. However, the anti-mage Battle Fury has been delayed by quite a lot. The TA has not been able to farm herself either. And Blink Dagger now on TA. Psionics is lower than the anti-mage, but everyone's gold per minute is pretty low. The anti-mage should have a bit more than 375, but so should the TA. Not enough ancient stacks that I've been seeing. In fact, the supports have been much more concerned in trying to get kills, but Raji has not managed to do any of that. So instead of that, they just kind of sat around and not did anything. So they could just gone for the stacks, honestly. Once Raji realized that this Earthshaker pick is not working out for him. Granted, he wanted to get the farm and get the Blink Dagger early so Raji can actually make some plays though, and use that Echo Slam effectively against the anti-mage. For now, they lose the great amount of farm that they could have had. Is that a sword? Actually, I don't know. Because people don't buy it. Or I think it was the manga from the beginning. You can't sell it, so it's a 1 point play. Like I said, the Desolator would be available on TA by now. And not have to have a Blink Dagger. Because that really slows down your farmers. That's supposed to.
Radiant's tower has fallen.
Easy takes that kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top lane, Raji, with the Mist Impale, so he's gonna be okay. No Fissure, also to punish this Nyx Assassin. This is a haste Nyx Assassin, but they could kill him regardless. I think they have a stun. They're paralyzing cast available. No, not maybe thrown. They know that Spike Carpet's stun is longer than paralyzing cast stun right now, so it's pointless not to Tiki, being destroyed by the Clawquirk. Oh, they have no heat seeking missile because he's nodes. If Nyx Assassin comes in with a dust, I can only imagine. Tiki wants to run away. There was no dust in the Nyx Assassin. Tiki will be able to just make a life fix to his Blink Dagger, Silence showing in. If there's a blink from his Tinker, the Eclipse would have punished him, but of course, there's no Blink Dagger yet available, so it's actually poverty to save his Tinker. The bottom lane, Speed Draw is so close to finishing up his Battle Fury, but still, he's going to be a late Battle Fury. 15 minutes in would be expected with some treads. However, this lane is obviously not going in his favor. There's no Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, so there's no way they're going to catch him with just Fissure. He finally gets the farm necessary for the Blink Dagger. I do think that was a great Fissure to do. Dragon Lance for Luna, by the way. That's her early game item, so it seems like she wants to help the TA out. And Tiki moves only, what?
Smart money.
2100 away from it as later. That's actually pretty okay for a TA. Probably gonna get 18 minutes in. Before minute 20 is already alright. Usually, if you get minute 15, you've snowballed out of control. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit later than that. They haven't been able to get many kills on the anti-mage. Obviously, the Solar Crest is gonna help once they get it, because the TA will just be able to blink in and destroy when the one melt, honestly. But you see this side go for more side blades just to get extra farming. I can only imagine. Beautiful. And available. He hadn't used the spike up in good time. However, they could have killed him anyway. They don't want to use it. The whole point is to just kill him with auto attacks, and Tiki will do just that with a refraction damage. But meld minus armor is fantastic. Easy kill him to the Nyx Assassin. That's another kill goal and taking the away. And their farmers aren't really stabilized for them. The Luna might be a bit below the anti-mage, but not too far below, only 800 gold, over God, top about Psionics attack, and they even use it to great shackles into the poor Earthshaker. The Eclipse goes down from below, stops Jaeger, but Raji will be brought down by Love. That battery assault damage too high. That was a great initiation by Geek. Starting out onto, great initiation by Xiaodian, especially that shackles from the Shadow Shaman. Using those to block the Luna's way, and then attacking from up here with the shackles. Ooh, genius. And the Glob even joining in with a hook shot. That actually allowed them to get a kill. Support for support doesn't really matter, but you take away the enemy initiation. But he had that Echo Slam still available, and of course the Blink Dagger. Now they go on to the end. He still has the Vendetta, so he should be alright. And Love it. Careful, because he could just die. Ooh, from behind. Tiki gets destroyed by Gentleman. He wants to blink it again and kill Psionics. Psionics doesn't have the Eclipse either, because he just uses it onto the poor Shadow Shaman. And they're going to destroy the Witch Hunter as well. No more healing left for Psionics. They have to follow her down. More heat-seeking missiles and laser. One last blink. They don't even have. I mean, he has nothing mana. He can't even use it. The Tinker has to just finish him off with blinks. But Psionics will just be brought down by this anti-mage, falling into the trees. Well, actually, can he TP away in time? TPing with a small juke? No. Speed Claw doesn't allow small jukes to happen. Meanwhile, Raji in the mid lane sees the Tinker and says, "Screw it, I'm going home." It is not a good play to go. Oh, for the hook shot, we'll catch him anyway. They know exactly where he was. Raji caught out and destroyed by Love It.
A little advice. Stay dead.
So for now, that initiation, that beginning that started so well for both Geek Fam and Xiaodian seems to be going much more in favor now. Xiaodian. The best to get their fall with the teammate. She has a Battle Fury, a good time. The Yasha will come before minute 20, which is usually the ideal timing anyway. The Luna herself has been really underfarmed this game, and she's not going to be able to recover too much of it, even if she did go for the Glaze build and even maxed it to get those 6 bounces pretty early. But TA herself, by Tiki, because of the lack of Desolator, has been kind of zoned out this game and not being really relevant. She needs one more Mithril Hammer, but that's going to be a Desolator plus a Blink Tower coming minute 20, which is quite late for a TA. And the Tinker himself is just doing so much damage, just forcing everyone probably to go for a BKB. Not surprised that Luna's has to go for a BKB after this Hurricane Pike. And even Hurricane Pike doesn't seem that powerful on a Luna, mind you, because you don't actually have the damage to support it. But hey, I mean, it's not like an OD or a Silencer Hurricane Pike. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, I'm seeing a bit of an attack.
Dire's middle tower has been
Just
denied.
keep doing, just farming some creeps. Some milk, blink away. Good thing he blinked away. Diane would have just murdered him there. I mean, as soon as he saw him refreshing off, attacked him with a Impale. Not even a damage, just the Impale to get more damage onto him. And then, of course, the help of the students. Sorry about the yawning. It's very early in the morning for me. I don't mean to. I just don't mean to stop talking. I know I shouldn't mute myself, but sometimes it just comes there. But you can't help it. Casting is actually super tiresome. And when you wake up late, or when it's an early morning cast, it's just cool. You need a couple hours to get back into the routine, right? 8th lens onto the Tinker. That's going to be his first item to bring up the Aghanim Scepter. That's going to help him out against, obviously, the TA, especially with the Refraction Wall with Getter with the laser, meaning that if she just wants to jump on from behind and blink at you, yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Of course, there's still a while till the Aghanim, so we can't assume we're going to get, but the Gentleman is a pretty fast farmer. His open minute in this game, 457. It's alright, actually. Not that big a deal for a Tinker. The Battle Fury is really helping the Anti-Mage start to farm a little bit more. And this Anti-Mage is looking scary. Going to the late game, I don't think you want to fight with an Anti-Mage versus a TA or versus a Luna, because the enemy just will destroy you. It's much more close damages. Agility again is decent. I think it's 2.6. Oh no, 2.8. It's 2.8, so it's better than the Void level. And if you consider that, the 2.8 agility per level basis like TA has a hard time bringing down your armor, even with Desolator plus Melt combo, which is already available by the way on TV. So now, it would be the time for Geek Fam to really start getting kills. Maybe they want to wait for the Hurricane Pike on Psionics or some sort of other big item. The Solar Crest perhaps on Abaddon, because it's really close to finishing. That's all they can do. That's all they can do really, which is wait for those items and then try to go for something. Maybe go for the Aegis, actually that's a really good idea, utilizing this Desolator plus Blink Dagger. So just go without being discovered. However, that Rocket Flare saw you anyways, so Mr. T.
Incoming!
Okay, Xiaodian tried to take it by the shot. Oh, great fissure, putting him in a really difficult position. And Jaeger actually used the heat-seeking. Oh, sorry, the mistakes. Dude, not trap Tiki. And they go from behind. Echo Stomp almost goes Diane. Raji, though, sacrificed a lot of his life as a result. Hookshot catches the Luna. That's not the objective they were looking for. Has to use the Luna. He's gonna die before she can finish it off. And the Death Ward hitting the clock by a lot. They have to stop this poor Tinker from blinking. They're not gonna be able to. That Aphotic Shield won't pop in time. He should have used the Miscoil Aphotic Shield build there to deal with more damage, but whatever. He goes from behind, catches. Love it. A lot of his mana is lost already. Love it. Just sold that to the Aphotic Shield damage. Tinker has managed to keep it back, and now it's going back into the fray. Gentleman destroys the Witch Doctor, but as a result, loses his life in the process, and love it. Well, able to survive this because of a TP he just gathered. That was really weird. Meanwhile, Net decides to go down bottom. Okay, they fight against the anti-mage attack. That's why they wanted to get more space for the anti-mage, so they could take the racks. But of course, this quick DP for the Witch Doctor stops his attack, and he's not able to take that extra tower and the extra racks. And the Roshan doesn't go down the TA either, but she doesn't die as a result, so that's pretty okay. Psionics, really low on farm. Those hook shots are killing him. The Clockwork is almost as farmed as he is, but he has much more effect than obviously the Luna can have. And that's all.
Yes.
Meanwhile, love it. I'm not planning on seeing T here. I'm not planning on seeing T here, at least. Raji is just getting a bit of his farm up, getting that 4-staff in. Very important to get a 4-staff for the For now, Geek do seem to be losing the game by a lot, and they are up against an anti-mage with a better late game, so it does not seem like Xiaodian will be able to script the game at any time. I mean, he's got a Manta style, he's in a Battle Fury, Manta style 22 minutes in, it's great. The Clockwork himself is farming pretty well, getting a 4-step already early on, which I love, by the way, to get more mobility, and then finishing it off with a Solar Crest. That actually adds to the Clockwork damage by a lot, because you can go for the plus 50 damage later on, level 2. It's much better than Rocket Flare damage, granted. Because it's much more consistent than Rocket Flare. Honestly, Rocket Flare is rarely used for the damage, so you really shouldn't be getting the plus 75 Rocket Flare damage, unless you're ROTK, because he plays a very specific Clockwork. Anyway, that said, the plus 50 damage is really effective in combination with Solar Crest. In the bottom lane, we see Gentleman dying, actually caught out by Psionics. I think it was a quick fissure to stop his TP from happening, and Psionics finishing off the Eclipse. That's a great kill for Psionics. He recovers back up completely, just even surpasses the Abaddon in terms of net worth, and gets the Hurricane Pike to his name. That's fantastic for Psionics. It's exactly what they were looking for. A very important kill onto the Tinker, and he's just back up there. With that, they actually are looking for Roshan again. T-He has the Desolator. And also the help of the Soul Crest from the Abaddon. Needed to Roshan. Here's the Crystal Avernus. It goes down way too quickly for the guys from Xiaodian to do anything, especially without the Tinker. Rocket Flare sees him, but they realize that this Roshan is dying way too quickly. 24-minute 24-second 1 is marked on your screens, as everyone sees. The Roshan will be back in 8 to 10 minutes. And with that, the Aegis up on T-He, so they can do some defensive, or sorry, some really crazy aggressive plays. I don't know if that's the best of options right now, because you're actually going for a 3 versus 5 in the middle lane. That's a terrible idea. Psionics, careful, because he doesn't have even the help from his Eclipse deck. Wants to look up. That's gonna be 4-step into the with the Echo Stamp! Echo Stomp comes up, hits Speedra, a lot of damage. Speedra actually has no armor left because of the Solar Crest. The Bouncing Glaze will finish him off. Now the Belt is also helping out, and the Clockwork dying to the damage of the Abaddon. Meanwhile, Raji has to hide in the trees and the damage of the Tinker. They kill 2 for none thanks to a beautiful Echo Stomp by the Earthshaker. Echo Slam. I keep calling it Echo Stomp. Echo Slam by the Earthshaker. Sorry. I confused it with the Elder Titan ability because they sound exactly the same. And it doesn't make sense that one is Slam, one is Stomp. And the top lane, T-He will be taking down all these Ancients. Sorry, in this bottom lane, using the Desolator. Now going for the Hurricane Pike as the next item. The Hurricane Pike is much better on the TA because you actually deal a lot of damage. You can use the Hurricane Pike melt combo. Managing to kill the Anti-Mage there, and managing to kill the Tinker is actually slowing them down in terms of farm, and giving a lot of farm priority here to T-He, who's managing to really recover. I mean, he's faster at farming lanes than Anti-Mages most of the time, and should be faster than Tinker as well. Only doesn't have the mobility that Tinker does, but still quite happy with that. Tinker has Zag though, so Gentleman is not going to be much more dangerous when it comes to defending high ground, especially. And Psionics himself has been farming at decent speed. I mean, he's above the Abaddon by a lot. He's reaching the Anti-Mage, not letting the Anti-Mage snowball too hard, but of course it's still difficult for the Luna to be relevant because she still needs a BKB and doesn't want to get it too early because she needs to help her out in the beginning, especially if you decide to go for her. Hurricane Pike gives you some nice stats. In fact, it increases the stats that the actual Force Staff and they had to change. Wait, no. It increases the stats the Force Staff gives you, and it increases the stats that the Dragonlance gives you by giving you 6 HP regen, which is great, by the way, and giving you the extra agility and that and strength. Which is why Luna likes to go for Hurricane Pike so early, because it actually, I mean, you love those stats. However, at the same time, the lack of BKB is making her really weak against the Tinker, and though her great agility gain is helping her out, only 1 point below the Vengeful Spirit, the best agility carry with in terms of strength gain. Sorry, I mean, her strength gain is helping out because they're 2.5, only 1 point below the Eventual Spirit's 2.6, by the way, who's one of the best agility carries in the strength game, so Luna is quite consistent in that regard as well. But her agility gain is also very powerful because the Anti-Mage is not doing anything against the magical damage from the Tinker, so she needs a BKB to really prevent that. A Soul Quest is not that effective in a Luna though, minus 10 armor. She still has a lot of armor, especially thanks to her agility items and the Hurricane Pike and Yasha, so I don't think she's gonna go down. I don't think it's easy to kill her right now at all. Psionic's actually quite happy farming, and she's recovered. She's only, what, 3,000 away from the Tinker? Okay, that's not bad. I mean, she didn't miss as many last hits because of chance. She'd be a bit better off. The TA herself, T-He, is also trying to farm up what her next item would be. After the Hurricane Pike, I can only imagine it's a BKB. I mean, you could go for Bloodthorn and be really aggressive. If you think you have the upper hand in this game, Bloodthorn is not a bad idea. It's very expensive though. And the Abaddon is trying to buy Radiance, Midas, and yeah, goodbye. Actually, Bird Time plus TP, but they took away so much mana that he couldn't just Bird Time TP. He knew he could just walk away from that if anything wasn't there. He could have also TP'd right in his face and Bird Time. Sure. I think it took him a bit too long, but catch was taken. Oh, the Eclipse actually catches Gentleman very, very close though. Paralyzing catch, not the help from the TA, but the Perky Bite might save him. No, Gentleman does not save himself, and he's gonna die to the damage of the TA. She still has an Aegis, so they're more than happy with it. The Eclipse already came out though, so they can't really help her out too much with that. Ultimate, the Hex, now the Shackles, no mana available for the Shackle, no need because the TA had no mana, and a Mana Void will just bop her right up. Psionics, meanwhile, running away from this lane. Hookshot is not available from the Clockwork, and Psionics will actually just run away.
And it's off.
Meanwhile, the Clockwork with his Pipe of Insight and the Headdress. Psionics will be grabbing the Manta stuff for himself. That's pretty good.
To my house.
And oh, speed drop. Catching out this tower in the middle lane. Pretty nice, actually, because they can take the tier 2 in time, and it's hard to really attack him. I mean, they have a lot of pushing power here with the help of Xiaodian. If you can just help the enemy, that's the whole point of it. Oh, okay. Paralyzing catch actually catches him with an illusion. That's a really good paralyzing catch. The hook shot catches two in the middle of the cogs. Now the Tinker joins in with the Aghanims, and he starts dealing some magical damage. Finishes off the Earthshaker first, and they want to kill Gentleman, but they have no damage on the TA. They managed to kill both supports. Gentleman is really not phased out by this attack from the enemy team at all, and they keep hexing the Abaddon.
There he goes.
One quick second as they continue up in the top lane. The anti-mage catches someone out. It's Psionics. Easy kill for them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, please. Fucking crap. Get out of here. Don't make me mad. Don't make me fucking mad. Why are you so mad, goddamn?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
First. Now in the middle lane, they'll be taking down this tower. Easy attack by Jaeger, having help from the Serpent Wards. Oh, but Raji comes in from behind. They have an Earthshaker ultimate and a Fissure as well, so this could have been really, really fucking dangerous if Geek Fam wanted to initiate. However, all they wanted to do was clear the Snake Wards and not gonna let the enemy team take their shrines. That's okay for Xiaodian right now. They have the advantage, so it's all they have to do start doing now is get a gem probably and start dewarding. I'm surprised that there's no gem yet. Geek Fam still has the offensive possibility because they actually have a lot of damage, but without their team fight or without initiation, no Earthshaker, no Echo Slam, nothing of the sort, so you can't really do any of that. So that's the thing for Geek Fam. They really they have the ability to initiate without offensive vision. Of course they can't, and if the enemy team catches you out, like we saw multiple times, the Earthshaker, the TA, the Luna, they all died really easily to the Tinker. So all they have to do essentially is initiate, and if the Earthshaker initiates on them, then they're screwed because the Echo Slam will destroy almost everyone. They have a Death Ward. They have been having a lot of good team fights, or they have a lot of good team fight potential. They just haven't been able to use it. And the TA has now finally dropped down in terms of net worth. She's really, really below. I mean, those last two deaths really hurt her, and she's gonna go for the BKD finally. Similarly, the Luna still unable to get the Manta style, very, very low in terms of net worth, and the anti-mage is just snowballing above Echo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Geek Fam will not continue to push in this bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This bottom push I don't think is gonna be too effective. You can't really push up against the Tinker. That's the issue of the Tinker itself, is that you're not forcing really a TP or anything. You're just forcing the Tinker to TP back, go down and back, which is not that big a deal. All they can do is just TP back into the Xiaodian team. Sorry, to one of the teams. Yeah. entirely. Jesus Christ, Earthshaker's gonna be destroyed here really easily, actually. Like, before that, he might actually survive. Velo is also surviving thanks to the borrowed time, and they killed the Ant first, but Tinker's starting to dish out some damage. And Geek Time still catch him out. There it is! The stun! Gentleman, really low on health. They need one more hit, and the Mizkul doesn't finish him off. 50 HP. Tiki follows him through, and does kill him off now. With this, Psionics is able to survive also the attack of the Antivich, because they want to retreat. The Parazing Cask is actually very annoying. Tiki still wanted to go in as a Blink Dagger. Fine speed drop, minus armor. No, not good enough. Love is still has the Blame. Oh, as a solo crest, that's not going to be good enough. The help from the snakes, though, might put Ned in a difficult position. Has to use the Death Ward, but he doesn't want to dance in between the snakes. The snakes attacking him so hard. And Geek Fam in the end will decide to just destroy these snakes and let everything else go. Because honestly, they killed the Tinker, that's all they needed. But the enemy is still starting to be a problem, because now you kill the Tinker and you're very, very happy every time you kill the Tinker. It deals so much damage. But the anti-mage is unkillable, and you have not enough stuns. You don't have enough stuns to stop the anti-mage, honestly. You have to get him in the middle of an Echo Slam or something of the sort and magically destroy him in 2 hits. And that's really hard, especially if he's going for bottom.
Regeneration.
Happy with the current status of Xiaodian. What am I saying? No, the MTV doesn't really care. The TSR is not a hero that likes to grab NKB, is what I mean. You know, with the evasion. So of course you don't want to grab NKB. You want to grab Bloodthorn if anything. And Bloodthorn using it as a Tinker is the whole point. So you don't really want to use it on the anti-mage. You also nerf the cooldown, so it's questionable. You want to grab Bloodthorn as a whole. MKB is much cheaper, so they might just go for MKB her, and then you know you get Luna with a Bloodthorn. Of course, Luna just finished her Manta style, so MKB or Bloodthorn are out of the question for her. She needs a big. We're taking a Roshan here. This one comes with cheese, so it'll be a very valuable Roshan for Geek Time to take. And since they have more minus armor, they really should take advantage of this, at least try and take more stuff. However, it's a bit difficult right now, as you can see, because what they have? Oh, Rocket Flare. It must be Rocket Flare. Just taking away those illusions, so the enemy team doesn't have vision. Really good usage of the illusion rune, by the way. My dodgy just putting on Earthshaker there. Sadly, though, eventually. Now speed drop is going to be going down for this one time itself. Solar Crest that helps them, but it's not as helpful later. However, they really don't have the initiation here. It's only an anti-mage. You don't want to waste an Echo Slam on him at all, or I mean you can waste a fissure at most. But speed drop will just be taking this Aegis and the cheese, and the cheese will go to the Tinker, the Aegis will go to the anti-mage, and they'll be done. That's it for Geek Time. They won't be able to kill these guys. Because yeah, sure the TA hits pretty hard, but she has to build an MKB now just to deal with the anti-mage. She can only really kill the Tinker with a VKB. And the anti-mage deals a ridiculous amount of damage now. It's not about him resisting a lot, it's just he went for the full glass cannon build with the basher included. Look at how fast those ancients drop, or honestly anything for this anti-mage. It's really hard to really deal with him, and he can even go for some sort of... Oh wait, what did he just grab? Oh, he went for the 25 agility. There it is. He went for the absolutely insane agility game. So now the anti-mage is going to destroy your whole team. 2.8 is not bad at all. You get you get the 25 agility from this last level. So the speed drop, a level 25, quite scary. Whereas Geek Fam, even though they do have a Tempo Assassin, which should be able to burst him down because of his relatively low agility gain as opposed to, you know, some other agility carries. Not really the case when the butterfly is up. And he's not going for a heart, I can only imagine. Oh no, Vanguard first, then heart. I would still love to see a heart on this guy. Maybe take away later on the Battle Fury and just go for a heart to be actually unkillable, especially with the new upgrade Heart Cut. It's a bit cheaper and gives you, which is what Anti-Mage is looking for anyway, because he's looking for EHP, and he already has a lot of evasion and armor and whatnot. For a Bloodstone, Bloodstone really helps out. As Tinker, he keeps that screw. You're really expecting nothing wrong. The kind of dead. There's a lot of Tinker. You able to fight 1 versus 1. He's like you have to fight. He's fight someone. So the Xiaodian don't have much. Not to you. I fight. I also got those head to go. We're really not. It's also the soul ring. You can use the soul ring. Use on the sometimes. Region that way. Extra area. 25 seconds in the game. But we are you know, up. That's just weird thing. It's not really that good. Every time you're wrong, that's everything I'm taking when you make things. From the anti-mage as fully available. So the first part of the game just started. Xiaodian and Geek have neither of them
Radiant's
really
top
close to losing it because they need
tower
to
is under attack.
It's not really. Sorry, need. Situation is pretty impressive now. Finally, night. If I'm at the bottom layer, look at speed draw. We're trying to get a bit more open map here. Imagine that the bottom lane is just bottom. And they go for the mid. No, they're just it's almost 6 at this point. You might not be a booty. So your goal that was just now as opposed to epic. It's just might be yeah. Not this. Here's just load out. I guess it's pretty even. Look those trying to give you a buff on because you really blink away. For a whole glass. I'm gonna deal with damage. Load hand lost attack. And that's not the best against your tanker. And if you the thing on she has almost 3 for each weapon. You should have 3,000. Especially with the and you are just not much. Not rated, but I think. Now the stunning for a lot is just what we do, so speaking a lot of damage. Rise of Maldiv, I believe. No, they still don't damage the Maldiv. Last of the Maldiv. Yep, there it is. That's an 8. That's an 8. And right now, gas needed to start. Gas Maldiv rather than to be dead. So no it's for him. The team fight. And I do think they just bought any. What's the image?
He's mine.
But regardless, he had to be about that. But he did put up pressure with the powers, using his nets, just like you. Okay, that was the guy. He was got for the edge up. Grab by Kiki. It's sort of backs actually not killed the enemy. The BKB, yes, here the whole carry. That's gonna go for the actually is gonna be my meld armor
Dire's top tower is
gives
under attack.
that's free. I'll be able to I'll give it make it what is
Dire's
it?
top tower has fallen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's one more slot. Okay. He is fine. Fine. Also, is a slot. Better than they really to us. How to be able. It's an agonist for the Luna. That is a poor man, but it's not entirely that bad actually. Able to go in. That's be cute. Separate cast range 20. You need to someone to put it in an area to kill us, of course, right? Fight for second nation. Total. I don't really care. Pick the better. Let's do 300. So 1,000 damage for sure. If all the just yeah, it's like right. 200 damage. 6. Actually, your 54, which is okay. It's good. I guess they agony to kill us in case of the range and leave all in. It's not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Coming in.
Could actually destroy you. The melt, it's not kill you. The deal can still not attack you. I'm not going to fall the heart anyways. It'll be fine. Oh, that's sort of. That's only an answer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Seems like they're preparing for back. He's been taking the switching back. Keeps on for it. So far, his agonist is built high. Because really the okay. That's so weird. What? Jaeger, we should beam onto him. The Eclipse is available. Not going to use this yet because the Jaeger's not going to hit anyway. Oh, there's the attack from the anti-mage. It comes the Eclipse. The Eclipse is actually just spreading around the illusion, so Silence does absolutely nothing with that Eclipse. Gets destroyed together with the mid hero. I think this might just be GG because he doesn't even have buyback. Only the TA has buyback, and I don't think the can. There's the Abaddon also dead. No more borrowed time. That's 2 easy kills. They don't know they don't have any buyback on the Luna because otherwise they'd be pushing considerably. That Aghanims did nothing there. Absolutely nothing. And speed drop. I mean, they just kind of spread around the illusion. That's why you don't get an Aghanim. I like the creativity, but I don't think it's that good of an idea. Oh, Echo Stomp! Finally, with a true set, actually get a kill onto the anti-mage. Just the support for cleaning house here. And Tiki might just get the kill on Love as well. That's 2 kills for the price of none. Well, I mean, assuming that you did lose the minus. I guess that's not really beneficial for the guys at Geek. But it was a pretty good engagement, considering the help from the Earthshaker was good there. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Blade. I mean, seriously though, the Luna with against the Manta style, that Eclipse does nothing. Especially the Manta style at the anti-mage. He's the guy that can take the most out of those beams. Her spell shield protects them completely, so she has to use the Eclipse very carefully.
The Shaw has fallen to the Dire.
Not against an anti-mage. If they want to use it that way, I think they would just for special kills with the Shadow Blade, especially utilizing that, utilizing that extra bonus for damage. That's surprising, by the way, that the Abaddon took the Aegis opposed to the cheese for the, or supposed to be Aegis for the TA, cheese for the Abaddon. Oh well.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Wants to
attack.
get the tower, this will give him less gold, wants to kill before the gold. Okay, one more strike here, buyback, cool. That looks cool, doesn't have to gold. Where's the cheese on there? They killed the Roshan, where the fuck did the cheese
Radiant's
go?
middle
Cheese is on
tower
there.
has
Okay.
fallen.
They take the tower, that's a bit of a recovery for Geek them. Still very hard to get back into this game against an anti-mage, mind you. But they have a chance. I mean, the Luna Aghanims is not working out, but hey, you know what they say. If it doesn't work out the first time, you try it a second time and see if it works out then. I mean, I think the idea here is to go for Silver Edge, take away the anti-mage's annoying spell shield, and then killing off with the insane ultimate with the Aghanims. Lucky. I mean, obviously the break cannot be dispelled, and the illusions don't come out with break anyway, so the Manta style will still be used there, and the Eclipse will fail. So I have to wait till the Manta style comes out, then hit him with break, then the Eclipse comes out. Or alternatively, just use it to kill everyone else in the team, but I think that's going to be quite hard. Unless you put in the TA when she's going against the Tinker, I think that's the one goal they have, or maybe on the Abaddon. The idea here afterwards would maybe be going, I mean, the Silver is just not going to work that well for Xiaodian. Her natural stat gain is working out so well for her. Plus 15 all stats will give her above 3k HP level, threshold rather. And that plus, obviously, no BKB, yeah, never mind. Abaddon, Why use the sun? Why use the Velo at least has an Aegis. It can help him out with a lot of force stuff. Force stuff on the clock as well. Velo really close to dying. Though I think the Aegis without committing too much. But nope, in fact it's going to be the clock that dies. And his poor net is just stuck in the middle of the fissure. But they catch him with the Eclipse. The Eclipse is just going out on everyone. And that is the Wrath of the Luna. Which translates to the Wrath of the Moon as the Lucent Beam destroy everything in Geek Fam's power. That's what they meant to do last team fight. And that's what they accomplished this one. Jesus Christ. Teehee's damage was actually out there so he could destroy the illusions quickly, so Lucent Beam could not be wasted on those illusions. That was fantastic. Raji, great Echo Slam by the way. That was the power of Geek Fam. Now they can go for a tower, and they're gonna force the buyback onto the Anthony, really reducing the amount of HP or the amount of gold he has. What am I saying? The Shadow Blade is now finally finalized on the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, Psionics himself is going to have a Silver Edge very soon, but he's going to save for a buyback, I can only imagine. So that's the wise choice to make. Well, I think the goal here is to kill Gentleman and just push in, but the Luna is helping out with her split pushing. She has a Manta now anyway, and she pushed past. The Hurricane fight to push her forward. Pushing tended. And Velo, careful, because he's a borrowed time. He should still be able to tank this, and he's going to start tanking it. Yeah, with the help of the bottom shield. He can dispel a lot of things, and of course, use the Curse of Eternity. Notice he turns off his Radiance so he can't get stunned down by the Light Buff. It's very smart, but of course, that takes away some part of his damage. I heard a BKB being used, and it was Teehee's BKB. Oh, meanwhile, the hookshot kills off the Avalon. They didn't have borrowed time in time. And Teehee will use the BKB just to take a tower. Yep, it's the mid melee Rex that he was taken down. They also got the tier 3 down bottom. That's a worthwhile BKB, honestly. Just take an objective as important of that. Even if it was 8-second BKB, she can now go for a Moon Shard. She's very close to the purple if necessary, so just finish off that Moon Shard, or alternatively maybe buy Travel Boots. Okay, so Onyx getting a Silver Edge herself. That's pretty good. That extra gold. Ooh, what the fuck did I just see? It's a Divine Rapier on Teehee. Jesus. He does not joke around. Teehee went full on Divine. And you have a Luna with Silver Edge and a TA with a Divine. How much damage can they do if they hit Nyx Assassin by accident? Light Compass and down they go. Lucent Beam, they want to stop this push from happening. Perfect to kill the snakes. They went for the plus 4 snakes. Actually, over the wards. I think that's a lot. He's taking missiles and hitting 2 of them at the same time. They want to blow up the Tinker in 2 hits, and that might be possible. That's letting that. Don't care much about Rax, honestly. Win this team fight. There it is. Go on the anti-mage. Stunned for a really long time. The TA just melts him. And love a great hook shot. But oh, my friend, you forgot to blade mail this game. And Teehee will just make sure that everyone dies today. Jaeger is being hit slightly by the Eclipse. But oh, Heaven's Halberd really effective actually to stop the TA. Came a bit too late though. Love it will die anyway to the fissure. And they lose 3 in that engagement. The Clockwork, the 4 actually, because the anti-mage had to fly back immediately. That Divine Rapier did wonders. And that was a great surprise. The Eclipse came out, but it came out a bit late and not really too effective. Who cared about that? And honestly, all they cared about was Desolator and the Divine Rapier combination here to destroy towers, which is what they're going to use now. And Teehee knows there's no buyback on the enemy team as to why he's not attacking them a bit more aggressively or playing it more aggressively. Maybe the lack of Abaddon makes them not too confident. He almost has an Ags, or he was building an Ags earlier. I actually don't know what he went for. I think he went for Vlad's instead. Yeah. But they really need to keep pushing. I mean, they just take this advantage.
Yes.
Gentleman is trying to push over the marching machines. They're trying that these lanes stay pushed. It's a bit hard to do that though against TA because you can catch any time. And meanwhile, the enemy team is going for a bit of the split pushing, right? The whole point is that the Earthshaker, and in this case, I think the TA is not going to stay back. No, I think the Witch Hunter is going to stay back himself. And if the Tinker decides to, try to help this split push by TPing in, Fissure, easy kill on the Tinker. He has no buyback. Or he does have buyback, so never mind. Easy kill on the anti-mage if he does that as well. I mean, he does have buyback, but of course forcing out the buyback only after by using this is pretty smart. I think they're pinging these. Oh, sorry, they're pinging these saying the blades can just bounce them and increase the damage. But sound stop. Oh, the TP, double TP. Just the shrine goes down. Really, the rocket player found him in his sides. Yep, time to really help out the shrine. It's Jaeger's choice, and Roshana's not gonna fall.
Smart money.
BKB's next time on the anti-mage to prevent some more crit damage. I can only not BKB on the Tinker should also help. Says to go for the E-Blade instead, so if TA can't blow him up, that's a really good idea. In fact, you can even use the E-Blade on the TA and then stop her damage altogether. So what are you gonna do if you are Tihi? You actually just revealed your Divine Rapier for not much. Keep them, Raji in the bottom lane, try to find Gentleman, Will Matuso. I believe Gentleman's. I mean, there must be a center or something. No, it was pure chance, pure chance. We just figured him honestly and gone in with the two attacks and so. Look how cleanly and rapidly she cleans waves with just that Divine Rapier. I think she needs another one. I think that's the only way to win. I mean, if you think about it well, the only item she really needs is Divine Rapier. Let's be honest. You know, I mean, she is the MKB to face the anti-mages. She does need the Death Slayer to some degree. The Hurricane Pike not useful. The Blink Dagger may be useful. The BKB as well. But you can keep the Hurricane Pike and the BKB in your stash. Just use the two Divine Rapiers and start swapping them around. I don't know how easy that would be. They have no clue Jaegers here. But the Jaeger also doesn't really know. Well, continuing this push in the bottom lane with his Radiance turned off. It seems like the advantage is down to Geek Time. It's hard to tell, honestly. 53 minutes in, and a Divine Rapier bot is anyone's game, really, with Divine Rapier. Literally, oh, the TP could have been cancelled here. But that was a pretty safe TP, honestly, especially using a refraction on top of that. So what was that time?
Jackpot.
Renewed. Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Xiaodian, with Silver Edge, get out Jaeger, there's a stun, Fissure, easy, Lucid Beam with both the stun, and the break. Sorry, the Solar Crest to help out with that kill. I mean, the missed goal would have killed him anyway, but that's an easy kill onto Jaeger. That's lost Mass Serpent Wards. Actually, pretty big deal, I just realized. 65 seconds without Jaeger. And he has no buyback, not even close to buyback. He still has 1,000 gold left, so no Serpent Wards to defend this. That's an easy tier 2 brought down, and this is the next chance to melee creeps. I mean, the TA already dealt enough damage to take these melee racks down, but of course, there was only his melee racks versus melee racks and range racks. For Xiaodian currently, because sorry, that's not good for Geek Time because like, of course we don't beat the Xiaodian. Oh, careful! They're gonna find that the Thinker. They really lose his armor now with the Ghost Scepter. It's not gonna save him against the Eclipse damage. That Eclipse doesn't hit one last time. Gentleman tries to blow himself up with the E-Blade, won't have enough, and the Earthshaker sacrifices himself for a kill on the Tinker. Uses the Echo Slam, so that's all they needed. Pretty good. However, Desolator and that Divine Rapier still available, so they're not gonna play. Sorry, the Divine Rapier. I don't know why I keep saying Desolator. A Divine Rapier is still available, so they don't want to risk it too much. They can keep pushing it out and just kill the Tinker as many times as needed. The Shadow Shaman kill was very important, but of course, forcing the buyback and the Tinker a bit more important. And now they can take down this Roshan. That's the hopes for them with the Divine Rapier, the Soul Crest, and of course the Desolator. This time, actually, it's gonna be really easy to take down that Roshan. So that's an Aegis for free. Tihi can leave the Hurricane Bite behind with bullshit and make a cheese for free for Loon, who's been actually doing. And the Ghost Scepter really stops the Tihi damage. He's not going to go for the Visual Blade just to cancel that. But it could be an item on Earthshaker, for example, or a Witch Doctor on Abaddon if they wanted to, because why not? But of course they can still cancel it with just magic. That Eclipse.
Death and power.
Aegis should be into the Roshan push. Should just be checking for Roshan. It's only 8 seconds still. I don't know if they miscalculated that or that was on purpose, but they're just kind of guarding this area, making sure that nobody's in it. They're just like waiting for the Roshan to spawn or something of that sort. And there it is. Roshan is back. Roshan is back. That's the most important Roshan of the game. 56 minutes, and I can't believe I'm saying that. That's good. Of course, it's the most important Roshan of the game. But there's 2 runes now too, because we could wait for the double damage. However, it's been to 57. Gonna be no double damage available. Ooh, I like this strategy for Geek Time. Instead of going for the Aegis, they wait for the enemy team to go for the Aegis, and they're going to take a quick rest while they're trying to organize themselves ready for this Roshan spot. The TA, maybe it's just doing this in the middle lane. Love to be caught out. Easy kill. They have the Eclipse available. No need for it as they start to constantly coming out. Fissure also available. And the Cogs only throw down in silence for a couple seconds as he almost stuns himself. Stuns himself, almost kills himself, but thank God for that refraction. Stopping the spike carpus damage, that's pretty useful. And Xiaodian, now another buyback use, this time on the clockwork, forces the buyback almost immediately to try to get the cooldown off. It's an 8-second cooldown, so that buyback lasts much longer. 0.35 seconds of the buyback for the anti-mage though, but the Tinker, 5 minutes still on that buyback. Pretty important. And with this, with a cool kill and forcing a buyback, the enemy team should be a bit wary about initiating. And the Roshan should fall really quickly anyway, so it wouldn't be much of a problem. All that Geek fam has to do right now is take this Roshan and win. Rapier, easy job with this Roshan, like I said. And yeah, there's nothing enemy can do but try to steal maybe. Oh no, this could be good. Did they just catch him out with a stun or something? They're waiting obviously for the help. That Silver Edge could have been really lethal there. Because it could have stopped all the, or forced all the Eclipse to hit him entirely. The fissure. Not enough range. Did he get the extra range of the fissure? Yeah, 350 fissure range. I'm not entirely certain if it stuns on the 350 range, but that would be insane. That's actually quite insane. 350 extra cast range on an Earth Shirk is pretty good. And the plus 40 echo damage is actually horrendous. Echo? Like echo plus every single echo? That's not that great, honestly. It's like getting the old axe. Third echo twice. Oh, look at me. The fissure is much more important. This is a really good pickup here. And then you go for the -2 second enchant totem cooldown. I honestly think that's not a bad idea because you can perma-stun someone for so long. Because if you use fissure, enchant totem, then echo or echo slam, enchant totem, fissure, and then you can use enchant totem. You should be able to use it again. And you can hit him once and all the time. So that's pretty good. Because the after shot class stuns you for quite a long time. It's a 1.5 second duration stun. So if ever stun someone for quite a long time with a -2 or the 2 second enchant totem. Or 3 second enchant totem. And the 400 health is alright, but you already have a lot of health because you've been fighting through this game, so who cares? Your net worth is actually quite high. It's beating the next assassin by a lot, and also beating the clockwork. You pretty much become a carry this game. You know, I didn't even see this. Shadow Shaman died in the top lane. I think he was trying to play some cheeky plays, trying to blink, and then eventually the snakes to take the axe or something. But instead he just lost. And they lost the Shadow Shaman and snakes in the fight. The Admiral Vendetta is a prep target, but right now it's just going for vision. Oh no, they catch the clock. Okay, this guy has no buyback. Easy kill actually. They don't even need it. Oh, they can use the Eclipse. They don't even need it. I think they have enough damage. Oh, the Eclipse could still be committed to this. Kill on the clockwork is worth Eclipse. But they really try not to use it. So I'm just really questioning it. Finally comes out. There was a bit of a weird lag there, but they kill off the clockwork. Divine Rapier dropped, however, because fuck lord, because of the lag, I couldn't even see this kill. The Divine Rapier got robbed by the TA, and the Tinker got it, I believe, or Nick Sasson got it. Who grabbed it? It's like a Dota 2 report now. Oh no, it was actually speed draw. So they got a kill on the clockwork in exchange for the TA, and they lost the Rapier. A Rapier which now the anti-witch holds, making him the sole provider of his net worth. I couldn't even catch that kill because it was way too quick. They just caught him with a hook shot in the smoke gank. Wow, overconfidence apparently is the killer pill for this team. Are we seeing a Scythe of Vice on Luna? What is this build?
Smart money.
I mean, this build is not bad. I like the Scythe of Vice. It gives you a lot of stats too. Plus 15 all stats. Plus 10 all stats? No, plus 10 all stats, essentially. And then plus 25 intelligence. This 25 intelligence doesn't really help you, but I mean, it has 10% spell amplification, which with the Eclipse is an extra 30 damage per round. It's an extra 600 damage in the whole Eclipse. It's not that bad, essentially. Obviously, you don't build intelligence for that, but hey. And getting the extra stun from the Scythe of Vice is pretty useful. You're not going to go for Abyssal. Scythe of Vice is mainly. Oh, they're gonna go on to the Shadow Shaman quickly. Yep, that's another kill. I do show buyback stacks to show net worth just so people see the difference between them. The net worth is still quite important. It's not useless necessarily. It's mainly showing where the Divine Rapier is. And this Divine Rapier is not in the position of the activate. Not the best Divine Rapier usage though. Or usage. Oh no, the Tinker got caught out. There's the Echo Slam as well to stop his TP, and there's no way he's getting out of that one. No acronyms on this on this Witch Doctor. No problem with that. The Bloodstone gets cancelled there. 73 seconds. That Tinker's pretty important. They have to fight against a Divine Rapier, mind you, but that's a Tinker without buyback for 70 seconds, and also the Shadow Shaman 50 seconds until the buyback for the Tinker. That's pretty important because he's gonna get it the last 10 seconds of his life, meaning he doesn't really want to use it.
Under attack.
And the push start by Psionics, ready with the Silver Edge. There are actually a lot of ways of killing this anti-mage. They start the Hex available. No Eclipse though. Maybe they went in a bit too soon. The stuns from Raji. The better option was going for the racks. Now the hook shot comes in, catches one, and now Velo has not used his ultimate just yet. The Divine Rapier is tearing Zion to shreds, and Speedra is now unkillable as Velo. Even with his ages, I mean, Jesus, he's getting dealt way too much damage. However, the damage with the anti-mage is not sufficient to push him away just yet, and they're going for the Mega Creeps. That's the whole point of their strategy here. May not the best option against an anti-mage with a Divine Rapier, but whatever. It's better than nothing here. Taking now 2 lanes of racks, maybe the third one too. He wants to go for a second Divine Rapier, I can only imagine. Oh, Diane comes in. Beautiful double impact. But I mean, one of them even last. And they force an Aegis out by Velo. Honestly, the Aegis will be returned in 4 seconds, which is not that big a deal. Hook shot does not catch anything. Love it does not have an aghanim, so that's surprising. Using the hook shot for the team fight. And with that, Geek fam. Again, come down a bit victorious, honestly. The net worth is going in their favor by quite a lot now. It doesn't really matter. But 5,000 just shows like a bit of an advantage by them in terms of kills. Look at the net worth. You'll see the Tinker's actually been really mowed down in his late game. Honestly, I think he should be fine though. The anti-mage just buy the Moonshard now. I'm surprised he didn't body yet with the Divine Rapier. And he's fine in terms of pushing power against Mega Creeps and Super Creeps. Doesn't really care too much. The only thing they managed to do is that this lane, middle lane, is not going to be outpushed now by Xiaodian's double.
Blessings upon
Smoke
a
by
loyal
the guys at
warrior.
Xiaodian. Love it. Speed draw, Jaeger, Dion. All coming in. Have the possibility of using a hook shot or to kill someone.
Yes.
And kill Psionics. This could be a very great kill. Psionics never really smoke yet, so we actually have no clue he's there. He's going to his own jungle, who decides to turn the wrong way. Or turn the right way, I suppose. If Xiaodian will not find him. So that's pretty good. They went in with a blind kind of smoke, and that cost them pretty hardly. I don't know what Luna's doing with that Silver Edge, but please don't move any forward. Yeah, don't move any further forward. They have a smoke though. Should have a smoke, I think. Why the hell are you guys coming here? Oh, there it is. And the smoke by Geek Fam. Their hope is, I think, to just recover that Divine Rapier. Teehee has not planned on buying one. He's saving for buyback to begin with, and he hasn't enough gold for the second one anyway. So the plan is to recover the Divine Rapier, but of course, for every smoke they use, I mean, this scan. Who used this scan? Was it Geek Fam? I do believe it was Geek Fam. Yeah, it was Geek Fam. So they didn't find anyone. They still go the same way. They know that there's nobody here, so they're playing pretty, I suppose, aggressively. The smoke is soon gonna wear out, and they're just looking for this last lane racks. Honestly, with the TA, maybe they might be able to take him. They still have the PK, the buybacks for the next team fight. However, the Aegis is also a big thing you lose. If you do lose the next team fight, so maybe it's not the right time to push. Maybe waiting for the Aegis would be much more important. If you do lose that Roshan, if you do lose the team fight, even you have to buy back, right? If you have to buy back for Roshan, that's really bad. Because you might just die there. It is best of 3. Yes, it is the best of 3. Hence the name of the title. Hence the little scores there. It's hard to say if people do it or not. That Divine Rapier is really screwing them over. It really screwed them over. That's what the TA pretty much stopped them from actually winning this game. That was really weird, honestly. He just got caught out in the back lines, you know, like here. I mean, it was easy kill in the anti-mage. I mean, once you can catch out a PA, he's stunned, and just 2,000 HP or so. You have 3,500, and the damage from the Divine Rapier, sorry, damage from the Abyssal Blade, Butterfly, Mother Style. Too much damage to deal with. I don't know what the planet is. Oh, they found it. Yeah, they found that. kill the next first, but in fact, this is just getting hit by the Divine Rapier. He starts going on to speed drop. They started a team fight very weirdly here, and they're going to lose their buybacks here because of this team fight started. Unless Xiaodian can't actually kill anyone. They use the evil onto the Temple Assassin, but for now she's still alive, using a lot of damage to her. She has to use the refraction. Good use of the Echo Slap, and now they go on to Gentleman. He's taking a lot of damage to the Death Ward, and Death Ward starts hitting everything else. The Mallet is also killing Gentleman. He's going to have to deny himself thanks to the Bloodstone. But right now, Xiaodian has still lost their Tinker, and they're starting to use the cleanup crew. The Tinker's come back. He's forced to buy back, going on to Net, and the objective is clear. Net goes down first. The next objective is Earthshaker with the Divine Rapier, too much damage, and Gentleman will ensure to get a kill on the TA at the very same time. Geek fam lose way too much just to recover there. Xiaodian manages to TP away the last second and going for a refresher on himself, but God, you still have the Rapier onto the Animage, and you have only one buyback, and that buyback is the Templar Assassin. What are the rest? Oh, yeah, no buyback on the Earthshaker, no buyback on the Witch Doctor, no buyback on the Abaddon. They were not saving for buyback for some strange reason. They are all actually missing gold. All missing gold instead of being on cooldown. So this does not seem like it's going to be a match for Geek fam. Unless Xiaodian says, screw it, why fight, why push, why take Roshan? Oh, wait. Why take Roshan? Oh, Roshan is not responding yet. Okay. So they're waiting for the Roshan, then you push. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, the enemy team has no buybacks, but you have no way of knowing this, so if anything, you're trying to fight for it. You have no way of knowing the enemy team is going to be so stupid as to not have buyback. I think the only goal they have here is to try to split pushes to win like that, but the TA doesn't deal that much damage anymore, neither does the Luna. And the Luna didn't go first for pushing it, so it's not particularly good. Options. They went for the Aghanis build, trying to steal off the anti-bait and everything. It did not work out at all. Speed down with the Rapier become way too strong, and the melee and range reaction fall down easily to Xiaodian. Anything going for more. Trying to go for this melee because they know the enemy has no buyback. They wouldn't let those racks fall down anyway.
Tower is under
And
attack.
that's an easy game.
Dire structures are
Especially after your victory. Oh, heck. Those sorts of fly, you get some damage. Yes, that's right down. And then kick up. And if you want to do easy kill on Death Ward, honest, for now, I'm just trying to add a furnace. I can only get all the illusions. I actually don't know how he got the extra illusions. I think illusion runes, but whatever. But now they have to defend their base against mana creeps. Geek fam, it's pretty close to losing this game. Now the Roshan goes in favor of Xiaodian. The Rapier is also in favor of Xiaodian. Imagine this going too well for them. I just wish that they push. I feel like a lot of these teams, a lot of SEA teams, when it gets to the late game, they know what to do and they delay for a long time, and it really takes me off. There's no need to delay. You go for Roshan, easy kill on Roshan. After all, they're all live, sure, but they can't really team fight you in the middle of Roshan. Because they have mega creeps. Honestly, now you give a free Roshan to them. Free Roshan to Geek. If there's any chance of them coming back, as with this Roshan, giving it to the TA grabbing a Divine Rapier. Yeah, fucking all your items. Okay. It doesn't matter at this point. With a Divine Rapier, you need the damage. Not all your items, obviously. All your items. Not the items, sorry. He's getting the rage. It not make perfect sense. Yeah, Aegis for her. They need the damage. They can sell the blink, or not use the blink. Even take away the Hurricane Pike for another Divine Rapier, and it's not attack. Because they really don't have anything else here. I mean, the Tinker and the Anti-Mages are going to split push you to Oblivion otherwise, and the Mega Creeps will definitely split push your base. And right now, you need the damage to be able to withstand them. They go for the strike.
Yes.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Psionics is just gonna continue farming in this top lane. Honestly, I'm running out of 7 minutes in the game, and right now, neither Xiaodian or Geek seem to want to win this game. Honestly, I've seen so many mistakes this game. It's not even fun. Both teams have gone for weird builds. That's fine. The Heaven Salver and the Clocker seems to be working fine, and also the Anti-Mage or the Luna. Magical damage Luna with the Aghanim Scepter, and obviously the Silver Edge to stop the Anti-Mage. It was okay, it worked like once or twice, but obviously the Eclipse is starting to lose effectivity now. You lose the versatility in your strategy. There's a second Divine Rapier that's surprising by the Templar Assassin. I mean, we called it out, obviously. She has no buybacks, so there's no point in saying for it anyway. And this is going to be the last team fight. This is going to be the last team fight for Geek. Just say honestly, maybe as a bait or something of the sort. However, the whole point of this team fight, I can only imagine, is to kill the Anti-Mages, recover that Divine Rapier, which you will give to the Earthshaker. I know it sounds like a crazy idea, but you will give the Earthshaker the Divine Rapier, because the TA cannot lose any more items. And you don't want to Divine Rapier on the same person. The Earthshaker doesn't die too much. In fact, this whole game he's died, what? 9 times? I mean, he's that's the most of this team, but there's been mostly on purposeful initiations. Give him the Enchant Totem and deals a ridiculous amount of damage with Divine Rapier, obviously, with 300%, 400% increase. That Divine Rapier was 322, I believe, or 360? No, 330. So that's 1200 damage on one hit, which is true strike against an anti-mage. That's pretty great. With the minus armor and everything, you actually should be able to hit really hard, especially if you go the minus second. Oh no, he did not go. Okay, then never mind. Don't give it to the Earthshaker. Give it to Luna. Give it to Luna so you can push a bit faster. Of course, the whole point is to push. Start fishing up some of these towers, running at the Mercury himself. He actually has a lot of pushing power. The Divine Rapier hits really hard. But of course he's afraid of being outed by the He's just trying to get this push up. So once they get the Mercury, the lanes equalize, and the Super Kits are able to do a decent job against the Mercury. Like they make the lane last a bit longer, but of course not long enough for them to push this last tower down. I mean, all they need is these last 2 laner racks. They're pretty much set, but the anti-mage of the Tinker are not going to let this happen. They're going to turtle. Until this game goes into the super late game, and then they'll just win because they have the Divine Rapier. Going back to the buyback status. Maybe waiting for the buyback on the TA, but of course you need to attack before the buyback on the Tinker is up and before your Aegis expires. In the bottom lane, we see a little Eclipse already used by Xiaodian. Yeah, I didn't even notice, sorry. That's Eclipse completely whiffed. Completely whiffed, that's why I didn't notice. There was no one his HP going down, usually that's when it tracks, so it's like, okay. Well, nothing's happening apparently. Nope, it did. It just that Eclipse was not that effective in late game anyway. They have to get Xiaodian. There it is. The end will go down. Eventually, Lotus Orb is not going to save you from the attacks of Luna. They kill an assassin, maybe force a buyback later on, but for now, he can still maintain the lead in terms of kills, I guess. That's the only thing really happening. Where Gentleman is just trying to keep these lanes pushed out, and Geek may just want to go for the throne right now, utilizing the Rapier, but of course that's going to force the TP back to the Tinker. And the anti-mage himself is trying to go for a refresher, which I can only imagine for double of that amount of weight. And I mean, maybe double Blink AB, double Whistle Blade. And oh, yay, because the attack for the Tinker, maybe not good enough to actually catch up. Yeah, the attack for the Tinker is not enough to kill anyone right now. Those heat-seeking missiles are pretty much weird. They don't really do anything. However, the TA went for such a glass cannon build that she can't really attack too much against those Tinker missiles, especially in the marksman machines. So right now they're going to waste the Aegis. Apparently, yep, Aegis is going to be reclaimed in 8 seconds. I'm sorry, TA. 5, 4, 3, 2... That timer's off, apparently, because it's reclaimed in 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Whatever. T lost the Aegis, lost the whole advantage they had, so they gave the Aegis to the enemy team. There's the advantage I was talking about, the chance to come back, all done. All dead. I think right now what they want to do is probably just go for the second that's later on anyone, honestly. Even the Luna, because she's so tanky because of her build. That's later, not that's later, sorry, second Divine Rapier. Divine Rapier will work on Luna well, will work on the TA well, even will work on Earthshaker. It doesn't matter who you build it on, frankly, as long as you build it on someone. The Luna needs a Moonshard first, though. And the TA has nothing else to buy with Moonshard, so might as well buy a Moonshard for her, and then let her buy the Divine Rapier. And let Xiaodian start, you know, being a carry, a physical carry, because you need some extra pushing power. And right now, just with the Lunar Blessing and the Glaive damage is really cool, but it's not enough damage. One here from either Geek or Xiaodian. It's been so long that I'm maybe forgetting the name of the match. I mean, they don't seem to want to push at all. They just keep waiting on these racks. Raji could find the end. Yeah, he does have an enchant sort of. Also the 4-step for the shadow, but the end. That's a vendetta. And they're gonna find him out. Browsing cast. Catch him. Browsing cast. Ooh, really good use of the Lotus Orb. However, it bounces back up again. And with this, they should be able to kill him. They don't have vision now anymore. His next assassin will survive. Xiaodian also with a silver edge, unable to really catch the end here.
This rise for the house of Ernest.
the end though. I mean, he has a gem, so you can easily see that. There was no issue with the silver edge being active or not. The anti-mage in the bottom, it's just actually staying in the space and just pushing whenever needed. Honestly, that's pretty surprising. Oh god, they're trying to kill someone here, but I don't think they can catch anyone in time. That was a good TP and doing a good TP and everything. I mean, it's a trial booth level 2. It's not that big a deal. You might as well TP and try to kill the Tinker sometimes, but sadly they don't catch him in time, and the Tinker's just gonna make it out alive. The push will continue, and of course Xiaodian will never lose this game.
Haste.
The guys from Geek have. Granted, it's the second game, so if Geek wins the second game, they're done. They're done. Whereas if Xiaodian loses the second game, they're done as well. They're in the losers bracket, so they really don't want to lose. They want to at least try to get that last game, even though they do lose that last game, regardless. So Geek similarly is so anxious to just be able to get a kill or get the game up. Finish the game, win the game, and then you're done with the day. Best of 3 done. Game matches. I think both teams are kind of tired and they want to finish it, but of course neither team is going to try to lose this advantage, especially Xiaodian, who knows that if they lose the advantage by any sort of misstep, they're going to go down. And in buybacks, everyone is out except for the Witch Doctor and Airshaker. Please start farming those instead of going for more items. Really, the enemy supports are much more useful right now in Xiaodian because they have buybacks. It's really that simple. I mean, they died as many times as you have. In fact, the Xiao Shaman decided to set the world record in terms of death. Level being 23 as opposed to everyone else's 25, then well, it's okay that they die a bit, right? Because they at least have the buyback. You don't have a buyback. There's no way you can recover here, so please stop, Geek Fam. Please stop just letting your support be so useless. Like, they have so much more potential. And now I understand why she didn't go for the stats or Divine Rapier. She didn't go plus 15 on all stats. She went to the -4 Lucent Beam cooldown. Okay, so we get the 2-second Lucent Beam. That was a terrible choice. 2-second Lucent Beam? Really? But it really does not. It really isn't that great of an idea. Okay, yeah. Maybe the Vendetta, not gonna see this Spirit Breaker. Sorry, Spirit Breaker, the Earthshaker. Similarly, Psionics, not gonna catch out anyone. So for now, I mean, what has this match come to? It seems like they're just farming and farming. And Jaeger, oh, I love this. Jaeger gone camping. The end finds out Psionics. This will be an easy kill. They should see this. Well, goodbye Psionics. He comes in to commit suicide himself. There's the first Abyssal Blade used. Roger comes in though. He has the use of the Echo Slam. The hook shot, it helps him out. Psionics is back in again because of that buyback used to try to get a kill onto this Tinker. Anti-Mage is still alive though and taking barely no damage. Tinker will go down. Shackles from Jaeger. Stops on Psionics for quite a long time. The Tinker, the Anti-Mage and the Clock want to finish him off. Psionics still has a lot of damage. And he actually bought back. Psionics using his Eclipse finally and hitting 2 with him. They've stunned Anti-Mage for quite a long time. They want to get a kill on him. The TP for the Tinker though might save him out, but they want to take the Divine Rapier. They get the Divine Rapier. It's on the floor. Someone grab it, for God's sake. Raji runs towards it. Can't grab it in time. Fellow, leave you alone. Who gives a fuck? Get the Divine Rapier on the floor. They kill Gentleman. That's no buyback for Gentleman. Where Psionics and Tiki still have it. Who got the Divine Rapier? Was it the end? God! Leave your Lotus Orb. Who cares? Okay, who has the other Divine Rapier? TA has one, and the other one is going to the end. That's okay, actually. They can't just drop it. The end can't just drop it. That's pretty smart. So they just don't kill the Tinker, the Timber now, or the Nyx Assassin now. Clockwork also goes down to the Eclipse. That was quite fantastic. It was so close there for Geek to just win the game. They just grabbed the second Rapier, they would have won the game. But of course, Nyx Assassin has it. It's not a big a deal, really, because Nyx Assassin, like I said, is not really the best at attacking him. He's going to be killed quite easily. And he can't drop it, so they either make a controlled kill in the base where Nyx Assassin is just going to be able to attack you and dies peacefully where someone is going to grab his Divine Rapier. Alternatively, they just don't care and they just push. I mean, they have a Roshan very soon, or actually it's up, and Tiki has a Divine Rapier, so it's easy Roshan for them. Now, the question is, will they go for this Roshan or will they wait for the Nyx Assassin to die? Because Tiki, oh, careful. If they have a gem or anything, this Nyx Assassin is dead. He's been giving so much vision to the enemy team, but of course the enemy team will have a gem at one point. In fact, I actually don't know if their gem is on cooldown. They don't see the end here. Yeah, they have no clue if their gen is on cooldown. So Velo should know if there's down. No, he has no Octarian core, so he has no way of knowing.
Illusion.
The next from behind could just die in the middle of this team fight by accident because they want to kill him. And the Rapier's down. There's the attack from Geek. They're done with this game. It's 80 minutes in. It's a bit ridiculous that this game is still going on. So Diane goes in, just like Thun, starts want to hit people, but can't really do much with the Divine Rapier. Like I said, the Luna has been stuck forever, though. That's going to Lua dieback. Dieback for the Luna, but Echo stop from the Earthshaker. Stop for the Spike Carpers with the Assassin. Now the Fissure coming in a bit too late. And Raji will sacrifice the second Impale, catching out a Teleport Assassin. That's the second Divine Rapier loss. Raji goes down first. Now they kill off. They will actually hex off and kill off the Abaddon. And finally, the only thing left alive is Tiki. If you lose with Divine Rapier, this is game. But they have more blinks on the anti-mage than they do on the Tiki. So Tiki, I'm sorry, but you have to give up your victory. Tiki, Geek Fam, it is done. We're going to a third game. We're going to a third game, motherfuckers. Because you couldn't resist the whole team fight. Now the hook shot, catching out the poor watch, which Dr. Shekels to finish him off. A gem for free for the enemy team. And yeah, Geek Fam really can't defend this. There's absolutely no physical way they can defend this against Xiaodian. PG comes there. Give up the second game. Give a chance to Xiaodian. A big chance for Xiaodian to win this third game. And we'll go with game number 3 shortly, guys. So hope you. We're coming back very soon with game number 3 between Geek Fam and Xiaodian. If you didn't enjoy the cast, feel free to follow me on Twitter at the Swordfish. And if you didn't enjoy the cast, feel free to fillet me in the comments below. We'll be back with game number 3.